You hear that sound? It's a rush of pure, unadulterated nostalgia, isn't it? For anyone who grew up in the 90s, hunched over an arcade machine or glued to their PlayStation, Metal Slug wasn't just a game, it was an experience. The frantic action, the detailed pixel art, the over-the-top explosions, it was perfect. But behind all that heavy machine gun chaos lies a world of bizarre, fascinating, and downright weird facts that you probably never knew. So grab your coins because we're diving deep into the untold secrets of Metal Slug. Let's start with something you see all the time but probably never question. The prisoners of war. You know, those bearded guys in blue you rescue who thank you with items or by doing a Hadouken? Their official name is Rumi Aikawa's fan club. Yeah, you heard me. Rumi Aikawa is that female supply officer who drops items for you. Apparently, all these POWs are just massive simps for her. It kind of reframes the whole thank you thing, doesn't it? They're not just grateful for being saved, they're hoping to get noticed by their idol. Now, let's talk about the name. Metal Slug, it's iconic. But what does it actually mean? Well, slug is a pretty common term for a bullet. And metal? Well, the tanks are made of metal. So, Metal Slug is literally a metal bullet. But here's the twist. Originally, the game wasn't even called Metal Slug. The development code name was Project Gun Force 3. They wanted it to be a successor to the SNES game Gun Force 2, but as development went on, it evolved into something so unique, so special, that it needed its own identity. And thank goodness for that, because Metal Slug just sounds so much cooler. But the weirdest fact of all might be about the game's core mechanic, the one-hit kill system. You, the super soldier, die from a single touch. But the enemy soldiers? You can shoot them in the leg, the arm, the chest, and they just flinch and scream. Why the double standard? The original developers, Nazca Corporation, said this was intentional. They wanted the player to feel fragile, to make every movement, every jump, a calculated risk. It forces you to rely on skill and memorization, not just brute force. But the in-world lore explanation is even wilder. The idea is that your character is so pumped full of adrenaline that any shock to the system, even a non-lethal one, is enough to cause a fatal cardiac arrest. You're not being killed by the bullet. You're literally dying of a heart attack every single time. Now that's what I call high-stakes gaming. So next time you fire up that emulator or find a dusty old arcade cabinet, remember these stories. Remember that you're not just rescuing prisoners, you're helping a fan club. You're not just playing a game, you're playing what was almost Gun Force 3. And most importantly, remember that your character has a very, very delicate heart. Rock on, soldier!